Hello, my dear students of Primary 4. Today we are going to complete our Unit 2. It's about geometry. We are going to take Lesson 3. It's about triangles. Let's start together. We are going to take the triangles as a polygon, and then we are going to introduce the types of triangle, and then we are going to know how to draw the triangle. Let's start together. First, I will start with the triangle as a polygon. I know that the triangle is a polygon that has, if I have this triangle ABC, it has three sides. What are these sides? AB, excellent. B, C, and CA. So I have three sides, AB, BC, and CA. I have three vertices. What are they? A, B, and C. And I have also three angles. The number of sides equals the number of vertices equals the number of angles. So I have three sides, three vertices, and three angles. Where are these angles? Angle A, this is the sign for the angle, this one. Angle A, angle B, and angle C. So I have three angles. If I add these three angles together, and I call these angles the interior angles of the triangle, because they are all inside the triangle. So I call them interior angles. The sum of the measures of the interior angles equal 180 degrees. So if I told you what measure of the three angles, I will say that measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus measure of angle C equal 180 degrees. Okay, now let's move to another topic, which is the types of the triangles. I will know the types of the triangles. There are 6 types. Let's see how. When I want to know the types of the triangle, I will classify them according to the angles and to the sides. If I classify the types of angles according to the angles, I have 3 types. Right-angled triangle, obtuse angled triangle, and acute-angled triangle. These according to the angles. Okay, if I classify them according to the sides, I will have also 3 types. What are these types? First type is equilateral, second type is isosceles, and third type is scalene. So I have all 6 types, 3 according to the angles and 3 according to the sides. Let's take the 3 types that is according to the angles first. I have 3 types, as I told you. The first one, if I have this triangle, it has 1 right angle and 2 acute angles. 1 right angle and 2 acute angles. I have 3 angles, and one of them is right and the other are acute angles. I will look to the biggest one. What is the biggest one here? The right. Excellent. The biggest one here is the right. I know that the right angle is greater than the acute angle. So I look to the biggest angle, which is here, the right angle, and I will name the triangle according to this angle. So I will name this triangle right-angled triangle. Right-angled triangle. Why? Because it has a right angle and it's the biggest one. The second type, when we have this triangle, it has 1 obtuse angle and 2 acute angles. 1 obtuse angle and 2 acute angles. What is the biggest one here? The biggest one here is the obtuse angle. So what will I call this triangle? I will call it obtuse angled triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. The third type, I have 3 angles and all of them are acute. So I have 3 acute angles. So this triangle is called acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. These are the types according to the angles. Let's take some notes about these triangles. The first one is any triangle has at least 2 acute angles. What's the meaning of that? Let's remember together the 3 triangles that we took in the previous page. I have right-angled triangle. It has 2 acute angles. I have obtuse angled triangle. It has 2 acute angles. And I have acute angled triangle. It has 3 acute angles. So each one of them has at least 2 acute angles. Okay, note 2 here. In the right-angled triangle, I have one right angle and two acute angles. The sum of the two acute angles is 90 degrees. The sum of the two acute angles is 90 degrees. This is the second note. Let's see some exercises together. If we have these three triangles, triangle ABC first, this sign means triangle. This sign means triangle. In triangle ABC, and we said that this sign is for the angle. Excellent. So in triangle ABC, angle what is a right angle? Which angle here is the right angle? A, B, or C? It's B. Excellent. So in triangle ABC, angle B is a right angle. So for that, the triangle is called, who can tell me? Yes, excellent. Right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Second exercise, the second triangle. I have triangle DEF. DEF, its three angles are, let's look to these angles, 1, 2, and 3. They are all acute angles. Acute angles. So for that, the triangle is called an acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. In triangle XYZ, the third triangle here, XYZ. Angle what is an obtuse angle? X or Y or Z? Y is an obtuse angle. And I have here the biggest one is an obtuse angle. So that triangle is called obtuse angled triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. Okay, let's move to another point, which is how to calculate the third angle in a triangle. How to calculate the third angle in a triangle. Let's see an example together. In this triangle ABC, I have B 70 degree and C 50 degree, and I want to find the measure of angle A. I want to find the measure of angle A. We know that the sum of measure of the interior angles of the triangle is 80. That means measure of A plus measure of B plus measure of C is 180. How can I get the measure of A? I have two steps to make. Plus, and the second step, 180 minus. Plus 180 minus. Plus what? I'm going to add the two angles that I have, 70 and 50. This is the first step. 70 and 50, 0 plus 0, 0, and 7 plus 5, 12. So I got 120 degrees. The second step, 180 minus. 180 minus the sum of the two angles, which is 120. 180 minus 120 equal 60 degrees, and this is the missing angle. So measure of angle A equal 60 degree. Measure of angle A equal 60 degree. Okay, now let's take some exercise about how to calculate the third angle of the triangle. The first one say, in triangle XYZ, measure of angle X equal 70 degree and measure of angle Y equal 50 degree. Find the measure of angle Z. I have triangle and I have measures of two angles, and I want to find the measure of the third angle. As we know, the sum of measures of the interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degree, and we know that we have two steps to get the third angle. What are they? First plus, then 180 minus. So we're going to add the first the two angles I have, 70 and 50. 70 plus 50 equal 120. The second step is 180 minus. First step plus, second step 180 minus. 180 minus the number we get in the first step, which is 120. It's equal 60 degree. So the measure of angle Z equal 60 degree. 60 degree. B. If the measure of the two angles of a triangle are 62 and 81, then this triangle is, here in this question, he wants to know the type of the triangle. As we said, the type of the triangle will be according to the biggest angle I have in this triangle. But I here have only two angles, so I have to put the third one to see which one is the biggest. Okay, how could I get the third one? In the same steps, plus 180 minus, What's the two angles I have here? 62 and 81. 62 plus 81 equal 143. Second step, 180 minus. 180 minus 143, we are going to subtract them. 0 minus 3 can be, we are going to borrow. So we have 10 minus 3, 7, and 8 becomes 7, 7 minus 4, 3, and 1 minus 1, 0. So we got 37 degrees. So the third degree is 37 degrees. Now I will look to the three angles I have. I have 62, 81, and 37. Which one is the greatest? 81 is the greatest one or the biggest one. What's the type of this angle? This angle is acute angle. So the type of this angle is acute angled triangle. Acute angled triangle. The biggest one is acute and all the three angles are acute. So this triangle is acute angled triangle. Now let's move to the second topic, which is how to draw the triangle. First, I will see the question. Draw a triangle ABC in which AB is 6 cm, measure of angle A 60 and measure of angle B 50. I have here one side and two angles. Then find measure of angle C and determine the type of the triangle. To draw the triangle that has one side or the length of one side and two angles, I will do the following. First, I will need a ruler and a protractor. I will need a ruler and a protractor to draw the triangle. Let's start together. First, I'm going to put point A, and with my ruler, I will measure how many centimeter? 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, because AB is 6 centimeter. I will reach to 6 centimeter and put the other point, which is B, Join them first. Now get your protractor. I will put it on the point A. I'm going to measure angle A. So I will put the protractor at point A. This point in the middle of the protractor, I will put it on point A. And 0 on the 0. I have 0 here and I have 0 here. From which side I will start to measure the angle? Is this 0 at the line? I will start to measure from the 0 that is on the line. So here 0, 10, 20, 30 until I reach to 60. I will put my point. Then I'm going to join them. Now measure of angle B is 50. I will repeat the same steps. I will get my protractor, put it on point B, the middle of the protractor at point B, and this line is on the line that is drawn. Okay, I will start to measure from that 0 on the right or the 0 in the left. 0 in the left. Why? Because the line here, not here. AB is here on the left, not on the right. Okay, so I'm going to start to measure from that 0. It's 50 degrees. I will count until I reach to 50 degrees. This is 50 degrees, so I will put point and then join B with that point with the ruler until they intersect with each other, until this side intersect with that side. Now the point of intersection here is point C. Here I draw the triangle. Okay, he wants here to find the measure of angle C. What will I do? I will use my calculation to find the third angle, which is plus first 60 plus 50 equal 110, and then 180 minus 110. It's 70 degrees. So the measure of angle C is 70 degrees. Find the type of the triangle. Okay, I have one angle 50 and one angle 60 and one angle 70. Where is the biggest one? 70. 70. What's the type of 70? It's acute. So the type of the triangle is acute angled triangle. That was our video for that lesson, the types of triangle according to the angles. I hope you enjoy it, and we will continue the types of triangle in another video. Until this time, I will miss you so much. Thank you and goodbye and good luck.